IEEE standards for SQA plan. SQA means Software Quality Assurance Plan. An important part of achieving quality is to plan for quality, that is, to plan those activities that will help to achieve quality. The IEEE Standards Association has developed a standard. It is called STD, Standard 730 1989, for software quality assurance plans. Now, what are the contents of this document? There are various sections given in the IEEE Standard 730 1989. First one is the purpose. This section shall list the software covered and the portion of the software lifecycle covered. Next section, reference documents. This section shall list all the documents referenced in the plan. Next, management. Management section comprises of organizations, tasks and responsibilities. This is section number 3, organization, tasks and responsibilities. Organization This section shall describe the structure of the organization and the responsibilities, and usually includes an organizational chart. Task comprise of list of all the tasks which need to be performed, the relationship between tasks and the checkpoints, and the sequence of different tasks in the project. Third, responsibilities. This section shall list the responsibilities of the organizational unit. Next section is documentation. Section 4 is documentation. It comprises of first, purpose, second, minimum documents, which comprise of SRS, SDD, SVVP, SVVR, user documentation, that is user manual, guide, SCMP. Now let us see what are these terms. SRS means software requirement specification, SDD means software design description, SVVP means software verification and validation plan, SVVR means software verification and validation plan and report. User documentation includes manual, guide, and SCMP means software configuration management plan. Next, section number 5 comprises of standards, practices, conventions and metrics. Section 6 comprises of, so this section SPCM, that is standards, practices, conventions and metrics, these are applicable to how the compliance is to be monitored and assured. The minimal content should include documentation, standards, logic structure, standard coding standards, testing standard, selected software quality assurance product and product metrics. Next section comprises of reviews and audits. This section will describe and define what reviews, audits will be covered, how they will be accomplished, and what further actions are to be required. Next, 7. Tests. This section shall include all tests that are not included in SVVP, that is Software Verification and Validation Plan. Next, problem reporting. This section shall define practices and procedures for reporting, tracking, and resolving problems, including organizational responsibilities. Section 9 includes tool techniques and methodologies. This section shall identify the special software tools, techniques and methodologies and describe their use. Next section is section number 10, that is code control. This section shall define the methods and facilities to maintain controlled versions of the software. Section 11 is media control. This section shall define the methods and facilities to maintain controlled version of the software. And it will define the methods and facilities to identify, store, and protect the physical media. Next, supplier control for outsourcing. Supplier control. This section shall state provisions for assuring that software provided by the supplier meets the quality standards. Next section is records. This section shall identify documentation to be retained and methods to collection, maintain, and safeguard the documentation. Section 14 is training. This section shall identify the necessary training activities. Section 15, risk management. This section shall specify methods and procedures for risk management. Let us consider an example. Suppose we have to develop section 3 and section 8. Section 3 is comprising of the management, which includes organization, task and responsibilities, and section 8 comprises of problem reporting of an SQA plan for a software development project. We assume a project manager named Bill, an external test team consisting of Tina, the leader, Donna and Helen. They are the team leaders. A separate configuration management CM group consists of Mike, Sam and Joe, and a separate external quality assurance QA team consisting of John and James. So we have to prepare SQA plan for this example. Manager, project manager Bill, under whom suppose there are two software engineers working. Tina, team manager, and two people are working under Tina. They are, let us say, Donna and Helen. Next we take CM Mike, that is configuration management team. CM means configuration management. Sam and Joe are working under this team. So Sam and Joe are working in this team. Then there is a quality assurance team which is headed by John. And under John, suppose James is working. So this is section 3 of SQA plan, that is the organizational chart, section 3 SQA plan. So section 3 comprises of organization, second point task, all the documents will be reviewed, a configuration management tool will manage all the documents and the source code modules, all test plans will be done during the requirements phase and they will include an adequate number of test cases. Formal inspections will be conducted at the end of this phase. Section 3 under this, that is 3.3, is responsibilities. So we have organization, task and responsibilities under the section 3. Section 3 comprises of organization, task, tasks and responsibilities. So let us understand what responsibilities means. The project team is responsible for all the development including requirements, design and implementation. The project team produces the test plan as a part of the requirement. They are also responsible for all the documentation including the user manuals and the training documents. The test team is responsible for testing the baseline version of the source code. The test team will use the test plan developed during the requirements. Additional test cases will be developed to satisfy every statement coverage of the code. Any discrepancy in the test plan and or requirements or testing will be reported to the overall manager. The configuration management team will be responsible for accepting software configuration items and assigning version numbers. The quality assurance team will be responsible for overseeing all reviews, walkthroughs and inspections. The quality assurance team will track all problem reports. This is about section 3. Now let us understand section 8, that is problem reporting. Section 8, that is problem reporting. All problems identified outside the development unit will be reported to the quality assurance team for assigning report number. The manager of each team will approve the corrections of problem reports assigned to that team. The quality assurance team will be responsible for tracking all the problems and weekly reporting to the overall manager. Thank you.